Good day, one and all. My name is Kathy, and welcome to this episode of the Scrap and Crafty Gardener. Today, I am making a card based on this past Friday's Craft Roulette Challenge number 233. For the project, we need to make a congratulations card. That won't be difficult. The colors we need to use are the colors of a hummingbird. The element best friend or best friends has to be included somewhere. And random, it needs to have leaves. So this weekend, on Saturday, actually, I got my Simon Says stamp card kit of the month. This is my first subscription to it. And wouldn't you know, it just happens to have leaves. I have picked out the stamp set that came with it, and then the matching stencil. And I already opened those off camera so that I wouldn't have the crinkly of the papers. You also get this little cute Tim Holtz Distress Ink Scorched Timber. Now, this will be the first distressed ink I have of his. I have the distressed oxides, but not the distress ink. So I'm anxious to see the difference, but I'm not going to use that today. Also got these two little tiny blending tools. It's hard to tell on camera, but these are so diminutive. They're maybe 2 inches tall. Those are adorable. And again, I won't be using those today. I'm going to stick with my old tried and true for now. Then it has this embossing folder. It's really hard to see on camera, but this is flowers, leaves, pine cones. It's more like a fall embossing folder. Not using that today. Then you get two A2 size envelopes, and I don't make a whole lot of A2 cards. But I'll figure out a use for them. And then it tells you about September. And then there's a little page that tells you, shows you different projects you can make with your cards. Then you get 3 pieces of paper, one of which is this green. It's kind of like an olive green, and this is what I've chosen to use on my card today. And then a piece of chocolate. It's like a deep chocolate brown. And then I don't know if you'd call this off-white eggshell. Yeah, it's not white, but it's not cream either. It's kind of like an eggshell, I would say. Then you have, these are scratch-on, rub-on transfers. I'm looking forward to using them, but again, not today. And then 2 sheets, and I don't know how many sheets there are in here, actually. There's probably several, of this beautiful blue rice paper. I have never in my life worked with rice paper, so I'm looking forward to trying that, but again, not today. You also get a lollipop, a Charms Mini Pop. I'll give that to one of my great nieces and nephews. Okay, so for my card today, I went with the peacock colors of greens, blue, and purple, and I threw in some turquoise. This measures 10 inches by 7 inches. I scored it at the 5-inch line, folded it, creased it with my bone folder. Then I used GinaK Master Layouts 8, but if you don't have that, you don't need to have it. I have a piece of black cardstock, which measures 4.5 inches by 6.5 inches. And then a white piece of cardstock, and I just used the Master Layouts because this has a nice little stitched edge, but you don't need to have that if you don't have that. This is 4 3/8 by 6 3/8, and I'll layer those on nicely. Then I used, this is a Spellbinders Congrats. This is from their Simply Perfect Mix and Match set. I cut that out of the green that was left over. You have a strip left over when I make my 5x7 cards. So I just cut out 2 of those and glued them together, and that's going to go on my card. And then I have a piece of white cardstock. This is a 4 3/4 by 6 3/4, and that I will stamp and put on the inside of the card since this is a green background. So let me get started. I'm going to start by stamping the inside of the card, so that'll be dry when I go to put it together. For that, I'm using, this is a stamp set by Practical Publishing. It came with one of their stamping magazines. And I want to use this saying, true friends are never apart, maybe in distance, but never in heart. And I want to put that on the inside. So that'll get my best friends saying. And I have not used this stamp yet, so I will condition it here. I'm just going to set these aside for a brief moment and get out my Misty. This is the original size, and I do have a waffle flower grip mat in here. So I'm just going to put my card down. I'm going to want this to be in the center, but I'm also going to stamp one of those leaves in here. Let me see. I think I will use this cute little leaf here. And neither of these have been used. So to condition them, that just means to take off a coating on them that comes from the factory. And all you need to do is rub your finger across it a couple of times. They make special erasers for that. I'll just continue to use my finger until my fingers no longer work. All right, now I'm going to stamp this with VersaFine Clair Nocturne. I think black will make a nice accent for the peacock colors that I have chosen. Now I could have gone with an all-white card. Do you guys watch the Cog Hill Family Farm? They have an all-white peacock that they named Snow White. And she is beautiful. All right. Oh, that came out. Let's see. I'm going to hold it up a minute. My eyes are still a little bit fuzzy early in the morning. I just want to get that sentiment stamped a little darker. And someone asked me about this. This is just a candle topper, and this comes off. I'm not going to take it off now, but I filled this with glitter, and I used UV resin on the inside, and then I just put some decorative washi tape around here, put a vinyl saying, and then felt on the bottom. Just glued the felt to the bottom. All right, so that'll be my inside. And now I'm just going to get my tidy towel and clean these off. I'm loving this thing. Now, I had a craft show over the weekend, so I didn't come down here, and I had left the tidy towel out, and I should have videoed it before, but it turns as stiff as a board. Then you just run it under some warm water, and it darkens right back up. Still going to use my stamping platform because I want to put some others on it. Now, this, I'm going to get another piece. So I want to cut out. I'm going to do some fussy cutting because I did not, you don't get the dies with this stamp set. So I'm going to stamp it down here so that I don't waste as much paper. That I'm going to fussy cut out and pop up on my card. Okay, I'm going to condition that. Once more. That's good. Clean that. Now I'm going to let this dry for a minute because I am using a pigment ink. It takes a few minutes to dry. So if I would grab that right now and start fussy cutting, the ink would smear. But I'm going to bring this back, and I just want to place this. I want this to be in the center of my card, kind of like that. But I want to stamp directly on my background some of these other leaves and foliage. So I just kind of want to get a placement idea. I have that coming out there. Maybe, I don't. This is going to be the difficult part. So that'll be popped up. And my congrats I want down at the bottom. So let me see if I want any more of these. wonder if I put one here and one here. Because I like the look of this big one. I kind of wish these came with the leaves going both ways. Oh, see, and I got some black on there. I didn't clean off my stamp very well. All right, let me get out my mono sand eraser here and get that ink off. And if I can't get the ink off, that's where I will cover it up with an embellishment of some sort. Oh, it's coming off. There we go. Now I'm just going to pick that up, and I don't want to get that on my grip mat. Let's put that in the bin. Okay. Decisions, decisions, decisions. I like the looks of those. So let me clean off my stamp. I must have missed a spot somewhere. Put that there. No, that one's not gonna, just not speaking to me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp it over here, because I know I want one there. And then I might move it to another spot. So let's see how this works. Well, get that stuck down. Yep, the same place. All right, now I'm just going to use the VersaFine Clair and the Nocturne. I have the VersaFine in two colors, Nocturne and Acorn. All right, that is good. I just think I would like it on both sides. That will go there. No, not there. Decisions, decisions. Maybe I do want the smaller one. All right, I'll try that. I'm going to move that right there. I guess you and I will both see how this comes out at the same time. I'm just going to put my sentiment stamp back on here so that I don't lose it. Now, condition that stamp. And I see I'm off camera there. I'm just... And that's good, but I think I'll go once more. All right, now I think I can fussy cut this out. Here goes nothing. Not the greatest at fussy cutting. I don't like to leave a very wide white border around. So I'm just going to go almost to the outline. And it's helpful if you move the paper instead of actually moving your scissors. I have some stickers from when I first started scrapbooking many years ago, and they have really fat white borders around the image, and that just was a little off-putting to me because I want my image to kind of blend into the background. But now with the new die cuts, especially GinaK, how they're just a hint of white showing. That's my preferred method. Now these are gonna not be perfect because no one's perfect. And I definitely am not. I'm trying to have just a very narrow border. The hardest part will be the stem so that I can get up here without cutting the stem of the leaf off. And I believe I did it. All right. So if I put that like that, it needs a little something more. Let's see what else I have here to work with. I have some of these, the leaf I stamped on the inside, I don't think I'll use on the outside. Let's put that big leaf back. Okay, I did not use this one. Okay, I think I'll do that on each side. I know some of that they're probably going too much, but I still need to color these in. So I will do them in different colors. And hopefully that will set it. Oh, that's nice and dark the first time. See that all. I almost want to. No, that would be too much. What if I bring this one down here? Nope. Okay, no more of those, but maybe one of the larger ones. Indecisive. So now you can see my process. It takes me a while sometimes to figure out what I like and don't like. Okay, if I'm going to mainly hide that under with just a little bit showing, I think that's what I'm doing. In fact, I know that's what I'm doing right now. It may be with the wrong decision, but I am going for it. And that was good. Okay. All right. Done with my stamping platform. Now I'm going to get out my waffle flower grip mat. And as you can see, it's very stained. The reds and pinks especially stained. It does not affect the stickiness at all. I'm going to start with this one. I'll get that stencil. All right. And the stencil is a little bit bigger than what I die cut out, but that's okay. All right, let me get some brushes here. I've got, I think I'll use the green for my turquoise. Oh no, I've got a turquoise brush there. Never mind. And a purple brush. Do I have purple started? I think I'm going to use that for my purple brush. And then a blue, a dark blue. So let me see. All right, we'll go with the blue. All right, now I'm going to try the Turquoise Sea on here. And I'm just going to take, let's see, a little piece of scratch paper. And get off any color that I already had on here. I like how it's cool. Outline my grip mat. And I'm going to put some Turquoise Sea. And I'm just going to kind of go lightly. And I'm going one way and then the other so that the edges will have equal coloring on them. Now I'm going to take the dark lilac. I'm going to try and get my scratch paper back. Just going along the center of the leaf. Oh, okay. That's actually looking kind of cool. And just tracing. And it goes over top. So I just want the center to be the turquoise. And this brush is larger than the lines I'm tracing, so it will go out a little ways. And I'm liking this. But I think I want to come back in with turquoise. Pardon me. Let me get a drink of my Kool-Aid. And I'm going to make the turquoise a little darker. Now, the smoothing agents in GinaK's inks will smooth out most of your smudginess if you have any. Yeah, there we go. Now, let's see how that looks. And that's how that looks. Very pretty. Okay. So now I'm going to clean out this stencil because it's one stencil for everything. Now I want these leaves. I'm going to do these in the purple, but I don't want to get my ink somewhere I don't want it. So I'm just going to put down some acetate underneath here. I have that, and then I have some sticky notes. So the acetate's covering this side. I think I want to go blue denim on here. So let me try the blue denim. And I'm going to go light. And let's see how that looks. Oh, nice. Okay. And I got some Turquoise Sea up here. I must have not cleaned off my stencil quite right. It's an inky day for me, let me tell you. This mono sand eraser has been a blessing. So that's not wanting to come off, so that will get a gem when I go for it. And where did I not clear off? It had to have been inside the stencil somewhere, but I don't see it now. All right, so I'm going to come down here and I'm going to do the same blue down here. And I don't think I need to put the acetate this time, which will probably be a big mistake. I'm just going to go gently. All right, that worked. You know, both sides. And somewhere over here that had to have been green. All right, now this one is this flower. Oh, I see there's spots on here. All right. This one I'm going to do in the dark lilac. And so this may end up being a very strange looking card. It's on how the at the craft show I was just at, the card that I really didn't like. It was okay, but it was like, if I had 100 cards to pick from, that would have been 99.9999 that I wouldn't have picked. And that was one of the first ones that sold. The lady loved it. So you just never know. All right. Clean that one off. And then I'll do this one in the Turquoise Sea. Okay, oh, my tidy towel's over here. that would be this flower here. Okay, I think I should still have some on my brush, but I want it darker. Okay, that's looking pretty good. I am done stenciling, I believe. So let me just clean off my mat and this stencil. Squeaky clean. Okay, now this card's probably going to be different. I'm going to put this one on the inside first. And I'm not coloring the leaf on this one. Though I could. Okay. Now this will go on the black, which will go down first. Now I'm going to put the white on first. I am very indecisive this morning. Have you noticed? There will be a video at 5 o'clock Eastern today too. I did have someone request when I asked if they wanted to see how I made those little pumpkins out of mini Jenga blocks. And so that will be out at 5 o'clock today. And then that will go down here. Now, let me put the congrats on. I'm thinking I need a little bit more on this card, but I shall see when I get everything put together. I might, you know what I think I need to do? I need to get some of this green and put on that center flower instead. Which I think will tie it all together. So let me see how that works. But let's get this congrats down first. That's gonna, I'm gonna angle it. That's another tip. If you guys have a terrible time putting things on straight, well then don't put them on straight. You can angle it in the first place. Let me get some green. Let me see what greens I have over here. Okay, I pulled up 2 greens, and it might be the fresh asparagus. I just need my small mat for this one. This is the 6x6 waffle flower grip mat. I think it just needs some green on it to kind of tie everything together. And I'm just going to do a light layer of green on here. I'm thinking fresh asparagus, but I've been known to think wrong before. And I'm not going to cover it all up in the green. Let's just see how that looks. Oh, you can't see that. That actually, it looks more of a peacock because I've got, kind of looks greens and yellows and purples and blues all tied in. So that's what I'm going to do. But I think the background still needs a little oomph. I mean, I'll oomph it up with some sequins or some rhinestones, but in the meantime, but let me pop up that leaf in the center first and just see from there. Now I'm going to use some round foam circles. These are about, I'll say, yeah, these are 1/8 of an inch high. These I got from Hobby Lobby. Like every other week they have what little scrapbooking supplies they have left. They have on sale, as they like to call it. Okay. Yes, it needs something in the background. So let me grab my stencils. Okay. No, the butterflies. What if I just do the polka dots on this one so it makes it look like it's a splatter? All right. So I'm going to take, oh, I don't want to do gray. I want to keep it with my, and this is a little crooked. See if I can lift this up and move it, but I don't think I can. It is definitely crooked. So we're going to go with that aspect. What color do I want to do them? Let me see. I'm just going to take my scrap paper here. Get off this ink. I'm going to try it just here and there, dots. I'm not going to go real heavy. This probably is not going to look right. This one may not go on a sale pile. Normally, what I would do when I get one that's crooked, oh, I'm liking that, is I would cut this off and just put it on a new back. But you only get one sheet of this green. Okay, I'm liking that. All right. So I wonder if I can get a strip of something to put down here. Let me put this on. I doubt I have any washi tape. I could use undo. All right, yeah, the speckled dots in the background were definitely needed. See how the speckles just brought it up nicely. But this crookedness has got me. I don't think I have another green. Let me see what I have here right beside me in my GinaKs that might coordinate. All right. Turquoise Sea. Or wait a minute. Tranquil Teal will go nicely. All right, we're going to do the Tranquil Teal. So let me go cut this to the size I need. I'm going to use my guillotine cutter, which is on the other side of the room here. Okay, I cut that 10 inches by 7 inches. I'm going to use my little scoreboard here. my bone folder isn't in its home. So I have a really cheapy bone folder that I think came with this. Well, okay. Now I'm going to cut this off. I'm going to use my larger scissors for that. Oh, cardstock, goodbye. I love the color of this cardstock. I'm going to have to see if he sells this color cards, more of this cardstock, because I do love this color. Yes, that looks nice. Okay. All right. So I like the green better. Now you're going to go straight, are you not? I will hold that down while I cut out the inside. Yeah. If I can find more of this green, that will be for my December crafting budget, because I kind of blew my crafting budget for September and October because I ordered several things from Simon Says Stamps for their Stamptember. So I will have an unboxing video. Well, not an unboxing video. I'll kind of show you what everything I ordered from there. I think tomorrow. All right. Now this will go inside. There. So you see, when you make some mistakes, it's not the end of the world. It may be the end of a particular piece of paper that you like so well. All right, now included in this kit were these a sequin mix, and I haven't opened these yet, so I don't know what's all in here. I'm hoping some that match the color parameters that I'm looking for. Oh, there's a pretty green. Oh, these greens are nice. Oh, and greens and blues. Okay. Let's see. There's a blue. And then maybe a no. That was a big no. Okay, that's it. Let me put these down. And get my, my pickup tools over here. Okay, this is my card for today. Let me see if I have met all the parameters. The project, it needs to be a congratulations card. Yes, we have congrats. The colors need to be a hummingbird, not Yeah, hummingbird. I was thinking peacock this whole time. Okay, but hummingbird colors are the same as peacocks because they have that nice shiny green and blue colors to their necks. So this works. And back that color blue works better for the peacock than the green did. There I went again. For the hummingbird rather than the peacock. Maybe I'll start this day over. Okay, the element best friends, and on the inside I have true friends, which is like just like best friends, are never apart, maybe in distance, but never in heart. Add leaves. Well, it certainly has leaves of all sorts and colors on here. Okay, that's my project for today. At 5 o'clock, I'll release a video on how to make some little wooden pumpkins. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned what to and not to do and how to fix something when you do it wrong. Thanks for watching and have a great rest of your day.